Happy Thanksgiving, degenerates. It is a holiday, and not a lot to talk about. Market's closed, except crypto is open, as always. So we'll look at Bitcoin real quick. They did hit that S2 level, and today they're still going up. I like the 20-day simple moving average. They are approaching that. That can be a resistance as well, so it could bounce down from that if it hits it. I also show you the volume ratio. The visible range volume profile, VRVP. It shows where the volume's at. The most is at the 111 level on Bitcoin, 111,000. The next one is down at 87,000. So we could see it, kind of range between those two for a while. But we don't know. We don't guess. We just, we invest and that's it. So that's Bitcoin, open 24 hours. So let's go to Roundhill. We're going to do the predictions for tomorrow. The market is open tomorrow, but it does close at 1 o'clock. Bond market closes at 2, so it'll be a short day. Let's look at the VIX. I expect a very low volatile day. Not financial advice, of course, but the VIX is down. It's down to 17-ish. So it is below the moving average, the simple moving average, the 20. The next support level is at 12. We haven't seen that in a long time. But it's kind of right where it's at has been a good support. So we could see more volatility going into next week. I don't expect a lot tomorrow. Day after a holiday, short day. But you never know. Anyway, that's the VIX. That's the volatility index. I call the fear index. When that's high, people are afraid. We see a lot of volatility. So that's that. So let's get to Roundhill. The single stock Roundhill funds declare tomorrow. And we'll start with AAPW on Apple. And they're averaging 32% yield. The IV on Apple is only 20. The IVs, as I put these in, I get them off Market Chameleon, and they're all lower this week, as expected, because the VIX is lower. But what were their last? Here we go. Averaging 26 cents a share. You guys know I averaged the last 3 distributions to get a smoother range of where they're at. So 26 cents, we're going to give them 22 cents, 26% yield, because the volatilities are down. AMDW on AMD averages 86 cents. That's an 87% yield. But again, the IV is only 52. So I give them 69 cents, 69% yield. AMZW on Amazon averages 37 cents per week, which is 44% yield. The IV is only 30%. So again, we're going to bring them down closer to that IV. 31 cents, 37% yield. ARMW on ARM, which is a British semiconductor company, I do believe. 47 cent average, 68% yield. IV is only 47. So again, we're going to bring them down. 40 cents, 58% yield. And with Roundhill, they had a ton of 100%ers for a while. No, I don't think any of them are 100%. I think, top is WhoW, 93% yield, based on the average of the last 3 and the current price. And again, not financial advice. You guys know I'm not a financial advisor. I do not give financial advice. Do your own research. This is for fun and entertainment. So anyway, AVGW on Avgo averages 59 cents per week based on the last 3. That's a 54% yield. The IV is 54%. So guess what? 54%, 60-cent prediction for tomorrow. I round it. BABW on Alibaba, averages 41 cents. That's a 48% yield. IV is 39, so I will bring them closer to the IV. 38 cents, 44% yield. BRKW, 16-cent average, 19% yield. IV is 14%, so I will bring them down. But the IV is always low on Berkshire. We know this. COIW on Coinbase, averages 38 cents, 80% yield. 62% IV, so again, bringing them down. 34 cents, 71% yield. COSW on Costco, a newer fund. They have paid 3, maybe 4. I think that was their third payment this week. Their fourth declaration tomorrow. Averages 26 cents, 30% yield, 26% IV. So I will bring them down, but not much. 25 cents, 28% yield. Goo, I want to talk about because, well, first we'll do the prediction. Averaging 57 cents, 38% yield. IV is 34%. This is on Google. I'm giving them 54 cents, 36% yield. Look at the price on Goo. $77. This thing launched in July at 40 bucks. Nothing but up. It's all about the underlying. And for those who say all you do is lose NAV, it's not true. It's the underlying. I mean, when they're paying massive yields, yes, it will go down exponentially more than the underlying. But again, that's a solid fund, 38% yield. Who, again, it's at 52 bucks, launched at 40, and paying a big yield, 93%. 95-cent average, 62% IV, so I am going to bring them down. They were almost, I think they're in the 70s a while back. They're down to $52, but so I give them 80 cents, 78% yield. Let's go down some. METW on Meta averages 21 cents, 30% yield. IV is 29, so I'm going to keep them right around there. 20 cents, 29% yield. MSFW on Microsoft averages 24 cents. That's a 31% yield. 22% IV, so we bring them down. 21 cents, 26% yield. Predicted yield. MSTW on Strategy. It's our favorite fund, not really. 21 cent average, 91% yield, so they're still paying the income, but they have lost a lot of NAV. They're down to 12 bucks. IV is 78. The IV last week was in the 90s on Strategy, so now it's at 78. So I will still bring them down to 20 cents, 84% yield. NFLW on Netflix averages 29 cents per week based on the last 3. That's a 46% yield. Their IV is only 29, almost 30. So I will drop them down to 24 cents, 38% yield. NVDW on NVIDIA, 47 cents is the average of the last 3. That's a 59% yield, almost 60. IV is only 41. So we're bringing them down to 40 cents, 50% yield. PLTW on Palantir averages 55 cents over the last 3, 79% yield. IV is only 50 on Palantir. So we're giving them 45 cents, 64% yield. TSLW on Tesla. I do love Tesla. I'm bullish on Tesla. 41 cent average, 66% yield. IV on Tesla is only 46, so we will give them a pay cut. And again, these are total guesses, just based on what they've paid, what the IV is. Ubu on Uber, 42 cent average, 51% yield, 32% IV. So I'm giving them 34 cents, 42% yield. GDXW on gold miners. That's a newer fund. They have paid 3 now. 50-cent average, 48% yield. IV on gold miners is 40, so they're pretty close. I'm going to give them 46 cents, 44% yield. GLDW on Spider Gold averages 22 cents, 22% yield, 20% IV, so, pretty steady there. In fact, what were the last 3? 16 cents, 21 cents, 28 cents. So it has brought up that average. It's now 22. But again, I'm going to give them right around 21% yield, 22 cents. TSYW has only paid once. This is a bond fund. It's called TLT, 20-year Treasury fund. And Microsoft has not updated that in there, so I had to manually put in the price. And they've averaged 12 cents. Well, they've paid once, 12 cents, 13% yield. The lowest yielder, but it's treasuries. IV is 10. So we're going to give them a little bit less. You hear my dog. 11 cents, 11% yield. So I'm giving them 45% yield prediction. They've been paying 50 based on the last 3. Current price. You guys know it's not financial advice. I gotta overstate that because apparently some people think it is. Anyway, that's all I wanted to cover. Tomorrow we'll talk about the market and about what Roundhill is actually going to declare. And Saturday we'll do the top 10. Sunday we'll do predictions for Monday and a portfolio review. Where I actually show you my positions, my total returns, etc. And I will talk about an options trade I'm looking at. I want to see what the market does tomorrow before I decide, how to proceed. But anyway, we'll go over all that on Sunday. Other than that, have a great Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for if you're in this, I don't know if we're all Americans here, but I'm thankful for my country and my God. And, of course, for you guys. So have a great day. We will see you tomorrow.